जन्म वृद्धि परिणत्य पक्षय व्याधिनाशन विहीनमव्ययम् विश्वसृष्ट्यवविभात कारणं ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि भावयात्मनि.
Thereafter, after analyzing with Viveka, if we understand that, but still follow the inauspicious path, not following the auspicious path, then that Viveka has got no meaning at all. So in English we will call, he has great discrimination to understand what is auspicious, what is inauspicious. But in our culture we will not call it a Viveka. It might be discrimination, but it is not Viveka. We will call it Viveka only when the Viveka leads to the proper selection. When you follow the right path, following Viveka, then only we will call that it is Viveka. If you don't follow the path suggested by Viveka, then we don't call it Viveka. It is only bookish Viveka. It is not a practiced Viveka. Every step of our Shastras, one has to live. Whatever we are studying, we have to live it. That living is most important. Because it is a science of our own personality, science of our own identity. It is not knowing something about the camera or the recorder or the motor car. It is knowing about our own self and finally to know what is our real, purest, pristine identity. Now, if Viveka is proper, it will lead to Vairagya. Vairagya is grossly misunderstood generally. We think that Vairagya means leaving everything and walking off. It is not so. Vairagya means Raga means color. Raga means colorless. That means don't apply a color to the world or to yourself. See things as they are. Vairagya actually in English it means impersonality and impartiality. We say dispassion, and we misunderstand it. Yes, it is dispassion in a way, but better expression will be impersonality and impartiality. So that we can see the world as the world is, and we can see ourselves also as we are. Suppose we find a defect in ourselves, we should not be trying to cover up the defect and say that no, it is not because of this, not because of that, etc. We should admit that yes, I have the defect, I would like to get rid of the defect, and for that whatever to be done I will do. If you find the defect in another person, we will not hate him, that oh, he is so defective. No. We will find that yes, he has a defect, and with that everybody has some defect or some gunas and some avagunas. So with that they are living. So if at all possible, we will help him to get rid of the defect, but we will never hate him at all. Even the criminal, the worst of the criminal, we will not hate. We will see that they have become like this because of the circumstances. Maybe there are defects, but it has to be removed. If at all we can help them to remove, we will help. Otherwise, we will ignore it. We cannot hate. So, Vairagya means an impersonal vision, seeing the world as it is and seeing ourselves as we are, so that we can do whatever is needed in a certain situation, not guided by our ego, not guided by our preference and prejudice. Now this Viveka and Vairagya together, if they are cultivated properly, they will lead definitely to sixfold wealth. Now let us remember, in spirituality the wealth is always the inner wealth. We don't speak about the outer wealth, physical wealth or fame, money, power, anything at all. All the wealth, the treasure in spirituality is inner treasure, inner wealth. These are the sixfold wealth. So this sixfold inner treasure, they are called Shamadamadi Shatka Sampattihi. Means Shama, Dama, etc. sixfold treasure. This is the meaning. Shama means a peaceful mind. Let us be very sure that the mind will not be peaceful as long as we preserve hatred and greed. Too much of desire, ambition, fear, which comes from the same, from the desire only, the fear also comes in. Hatred, intolerance. Such a mind will never be peaceful. So Shama, or a peaceful mind, is a great inner treasure. The mind which is free of desire, hatred. We say generally ragadvesha. Ragadvesha is the word used in Sanskrit. Raga means clinging to what I like, and dvesha means hating what I dislike. Likes and dislikes always will be there. For a saint, for a knower also, likes and dislikes will be there. Certain food he would like, certain food he will dislike. Certain good people he would like, bad people he may not like. But when it becomes clinging to what he likes and hating what he dislikes, then it becomes ragadvesha. That ragadvesha have to be eliminated. So Shama means a reasonable amount. The more we can get rid of ragadvesha, more we can get rid of greed, hatred, ambition, etc. So much will be the peace of the mind. Now generally you will find Dhamma comes before Shama. In Vedanta, Dhamma comes after Shama. Because by Dhamma we generally mean the subduing our senses. But here Dhamma does not mean subduing. It means a sublimation of our senses, which automatically happens by Shama. When the mind becomes free of desires, free of hatred, then automatically the sense organs become disciplined. It is an inner discipline. It is not subduing the sense organs from outside. Anything that is controlled from outside is not advocated in Vedanta, because it will again come back with redoubled force and it will put you into trouble. So everything in Vedanta is a harmony, is an order, is a discipline from within. What we try in Vedanta is to get anchored to our real soul, our real identity. And the more and more we are anchored there, that is the fundamental harmony of nature. So that harmony spreads, the harmonious tune spreads all over our life, all over our personality, making it sublime, making the personality integrated, pure. That is the Vedantic way of sublimation. So naturally the Shama will lead to Dhamma also. The Indriyas, the sense organs, will become sublimated, pure. Shama, Dhamma, Titiksha. Titiksha means unaffectedness, that whenever something is difficult in the surroundings, the moment we don't get food, we get so annoyed about it, or don't get the proper food, we get so agitated, we lose our self-seatedness. Is it not so? The situation, forget about food. If somebody is speaking abusively to us, we immediately lose our self-seatedness and start return abuses. That means we have lost our temper there. So we are always, this is what we call slave to the surroundings, slave to the objective situation. We are always slave to the objective situation. We lose our self-seatedness. Even if the situation is very attractive, then also we lose our self-seatedness, being attracted, pulled by the situation. We lose ourselves, we lose our discipline, everything. So whether it is an attractive situation or a repulsive situation, every situation is making us lose our self-seatedness. So we are slave to the objective situation. This slavery has to be overcome. This slavery has to be won over. So titiksha means unaffectedness. Unaffectedness means being master of yourself. That the external situation will not be able to affect you, will not be able to master you. So you will be the master of the external situation. So naturally this Shama, Dhamma together will lead to Titiksha. See how scientifically it is produced. Everything, it follows a certain order, certain causality here. Shama, Dhamma together will give you Titiksha, that you will remain unaffected. It does not mean that you will not do anything to change the situation. But you are not trying to change the situation out of affectedness. Suppose there is something wrong in the society. A knower can take up a movement, very vigorous movement also, to change the society. It does not mean that he does not have titiksha. He is doing it as a necessity, not out of affectedness. But suppose your son has done something wrong and you immediately slap it. Are you doing it as a necessity or getting angry about the situation because it is not matching with your desire? You want your son to behave in a certain manner and he is not behaving in that manner and you don't know how to correct him. Then you start slapping. It is not always for correction of the son. It's not always for the good of the son, but because you cannot control your anger, you are doing. That is the lack of titiksha. That is the slavery we are talking about. But if you have titiksha, you can lead any protest, any change of the situation you can bring in with much more of mastery, because you are not affected by it at all. You are not fearful of the situation at all. What does it mean to you? Are you able to understand? So, shama, dama, titiksha. Then comes uparati. Rati means reveling in something, enjoying deeply something, means rati. Uparati, generally our rati is always in the world. We are always trying to enjoy food, enjoy situations, enjoy people's company, etc. So our mind is always given looking for rati outside, reveling outside. Uparati means who no longer longs for reveling in outer things, external things, objective situations. Upa means withdrawn from the outer enjoyment. How will it happen? It will not happen until we find out the joy within. We have to discover the real joy, the source of the joy within. That is Atmarati. We call it Atmarati. A person, when he becomes Atmarati, then only he develops the real Uparati. Otherwise, if you remain away from all the enjoyments of the world, it is again an outer control. Bhagavad Gita says, Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha rasavarjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. That if you keep away from the objects, vishayas, from the objects of enjoyment, etc. Suppose you stay in a cave. There no mobile, no TV, no motor car, no food, nothing is coming to bother you. So the mind will become sort of peaceful because nothing is attracting you or repelling you. You remain alone there. As long as you are remaining alone, away from the society, away from the pulls and pushes of society, you may become quiet there. But the rasa will not go. Vishaya vinivartante niraharasya dehina. A person who is not having any input, ahara means not only food. All kinds of inputs we are taking, they are all aharas. Input through the ears, input through the eyes. So if you are keeping away from all inputs, then the Vishayas will always naturally be away from you. Vishaya vinivartante, niraharasya dehina. For them the Vishayas will keep away. But rasavarjam. Rasavarjam means accept the rasa for this. That means the taste for the Vishayas will linger in your mind. It will not go. The moment you come back to the society again, you will be in the same soup. So that is not a permanent solution. Now, if the rasobhyasya param drishtva nivartate, that taste for the Vishayas will go when you see the Supreme. That means when you discover the source of joy within, then you will no more look for the outside. Because you understand that the outside is only an occasion, secondary thing, which sometimes gives you joy, sometimes gives you suffering. But the real source of joy is within. So, truly speaking, Uparati means Atmarati. When we find the joy in Atma, in our own self, joy within, then automatically we become Uparati. We withdraw from the outside, reveling in outside. He will interact with everything. He will normally enjoy good food, good stay, everything. If he is put on the road also, good food is not there, that also he will be happy about. But there won't be any clinging to anything at all. There won't be any rati outside. The rati will be within, in the Atma. Shama, dama, titiksha, uparati. Then comes Shraddha. Such late. But in Nachiketa's case, in the third verse itself, they are saying that seeing the father misbehaving, Shraddha avivesha. Nachiketa's mind, Shraddha dawned in Nachiketa's mind. Why Shraddha is given at the end? Because when you discover the real joy within and you find that the outer things are not at all anything which are giving you the real joy, then automatically you develop a supreme faith in Guru Vakya and Shastra Vakya. What are the Shastras saying? And what the teacher said, you understand that yes, that is the only truth. That is what we should look for. So Shraddha means an unswerving faith in whatever the Shastras have declared, whatever the Guru has declared. I always say that we call God Supreme, Supreme, but we give Him the last position in life. Is it not so? Even those who take initiation also, the practice given by the teacher, that is given the last position. After all the marriages, all the friend circles, all other plus, minus, everything is over. If you have time, you will sit for that practice. That means it is given the last position. It is not given the supreme position. Only when we discover that the truth within, that the real joy is within, and we withdraw from outside, the uparati comes, then comes the real Shraddha, that we give the supreme position in life. The supreme is given the supreme position in life. And that automatically leads to samadhana. Shraddha, uparati, Shraddha, samadhana. Samadhana means fixity of the buddhi on the truth. When you give the supreme position, automatically your intelligence will be fixed on that. Your mind will no longer vacillate, no longer swerve from the truth. So all the troubles you are facing now, that I am not able to meditate, when I sit for meditation, all kinds of thoughts come in. All those problems are gone. Your mind, you don't have to meditate. Automatically the meditation will dawn in you, because the buddhi is given to the supreme thing. Whatever we give supreme value, our buddhi, our mind remains associated with that. If we give money the supreme value, throughout the day our mind will be money-minded. If you give fame the supreme value, then throughout the day the mind will be given to fame. Whatever we give supreme value, the mind will run after that. So Shraddha means actually the way we evaluate. That is what we are giving the supreme value. Bhagavad Gita says, Shraddha mayoyam purushaha yo yat shraddha saeva saha. A man is nothing but an embodiment of Shraddha. That is, we may outside look different, all are different. We may have different kinds of clothing also. We may look different. Everything is different. But truly speaking, inside of us is made of Shraddha. A man is an embodiment of Shraddha. Whatever he values in life, he becomes that. So when the Shraddha is given to the supreme truth, ultimate truth, naturally the mind remains fixed on that. That is called samadhana. These are the sixfold treasure for a spiritual seeker. All are inner. There is nothing to do with the outer. So they are the Shamadamadi Shadga Sampatti, the sixfold inner treasure. Now all these three, that is Viveka, Vairagya and the sixfold treasure, all these three together will lead us to the real mumuksha. Mumuksha means the yearning for liberation. Liberation does not mean that I will not get born again here, there, etc. It is not so. The birth and death are causality. So here, getting born, getting death, it is taking place every moment in us. If we are bound to the objective universe, always we are undergoing the causal chain there. And the corresponding constrictions, they catch hold of our mind. When we try to get rid of all the constrictions we are suffering from, that we no longer want to remain the limited, selfish being that we are. We want to get rid of it and become my real self, the universal one, transcendental self. We long for it, we yearn for it. The moment any impurity, any desire, any smallness, any constriction comes, any ego comes, immediately the whole being will work to get rid of it. That is called mumuksha. Mumuksha is an experiential quality in us. It is not that I will not get born again. It's not like that. They are all elementary definitions. Moksha also should become an experience for us. That every moment that yearning to become universal, yearning to become pure, seeing anything, a flower, you can drink purity. Seeing some pure person, the pure face, you can drink purity. Because the mind is yearning for purity. It is always getting expanded. It is always looking for purity. It is becoming like the space or even more than that. That is called mumukshutva and mumuksha. These four are called sadhana chatushtaya. So, shloka after shloka we have shown how this Nachiketa is displaying all these sadhana chatushtaya in ample measure. Such a small young boy, 7-year-old, how pure is his mind, how he is behaving. He has gone to meet the Yamaraja. Yamaraja is not there. He is simply sitting there waiting for Yamaraja. He did not go out for food. He did not look for anybody to give him some drink or food. He did not blame anybody, the palace people, that I am sitting here, nobody is asking me for food. If you come to the ashram also, if nobody sees you, you're sitting on the steps, will you not start feeling bad about what are these people? They don't know how to invite a guest. Start blaming people. But Nachiketa simply sits there. He has not blamed anybody of the palace that nobody called me in, nobody gave me a little bit of water also. What kind of Raja he is, this Yamaraja? He was simply sitting. And when Yamaraja came also, he did not react to anything. Yamaraja told him that, please accept 3 boons. He did not ask for any boon. He doesn't want boon also. But Yamaraja said that I have done a great sin by keeping you like this. Please, to relieve me of the sin, please accept 3 boons from me. And what are the boons he is asking? The first boon is, may my father become all right. He is always given to anger. Let him be free of anger. See? Coming to Yamaraja also, what boon he is asking? The father who has cursed him to death, he is asking that the father should be relieved of the anger, because he still feels softly about it. These are the qualities. If somebody misbehaves with you, immediately we return misbehave double that amount. But what our mind should worry about is why the person is speaking like this today. Why is he abusing? Has anything happened to him? Let me find out what has gone wrong, if I can help him. This is the real universal mind which Nachiketa has. So we have to analyze each behavior and understand where a sadhaka stands. That is the real aspect of Kathopanishad, which is not available in any other Upanishads like this. Every behavior of Nachiketa has to be understood. Now, in the second boon also, he asked for something in the ritualistic level, with which people can get rid of various wants they have. It is not for him. He wanted for the world. Only in the third boon, he wanted something for himself. What is that? He wanted some knowledge. What is it? He has come to Yamaraja. So Yamaraja is the Lord of Death. He should know best about death. What happens when people die? So there comes this third question of Nachiketa is the basis of Kathopanishad. And in this Upanishad, there are only 2 questions. That one, this first question, and then later on, the last question of Nachiketa, after which Yamaraja starts his discourse. The first question is, I would like all of you to learn it by heart also. So it is 1.20. 1.120. 1.1.20. Those who have book, you can see. Yeyam prete vichikitsa manushye. अस्तीत्येके नायमस्तीति चैके एतद्विद्यामनुशिष्टस्त्वयाहम् वराणामेष वरस्तृतीयः येयं प्रेते विचिकित्सा मनुष्ये अस्तीत्येके नायमस्तीति चैके एतद्विद्यामनुशिष्टस्त्वयाहम् वराणामेष वरस्तृतीयः. He says that this is my third boon. Out of the 3 boons, this is the last and the third one. What is that? Yeyam prete vichikitsa manushya. When the body falls, there is lot of doubt amongst the people. Asti iti eke, asti iti eke, na ayam asti iti cha eke. Asti iti eke, na ayam asti iti cha eke. Some say that there is something still remaining after the body falls. That is, the Atma remains, goes beyond. And some people say that no, there is nothing. It all ends with the body falling. Astityeke na ayam asti iti chaike, na ayam asti iti chaike. Etad vidyam anushishtas tvayaham. I would like to know the truth of it by remaining under your tutelage. This is my third boon. Now this last sentence is very important. You will again analyze Nachiketa's character. He could have asked that, some say that there is nothing, some say that there is something. I would like to know which is true. That is, he is expecting Yamaraja to say that yes or no, and he will go back with the answer. He is not so. He knew that to know the truth of it is not just a saying yes or no. What remains, whether we can call it something remaining or not, or nothing is remaining, that truth has to be learned by remaining under a tutelage. That means by following the discipline given by. Anushishtaha means, shishta has come from shasana, that is the discipline given by the teacher. And anushishta means following that discipline, that I am ready to follow the discipline given by you to know the truth of it. It shows that his depth, his maturity in asking the question. Now, after he asked that question, naturally Yamaraja started dissuading him, saying that about this, even the devas of the heaven, they don't know about it. You are a small boy, why are you asking this? You take this, you take that. Various things he started offering. And Nachiketa remains fixed to his question, saying he is not interested in anything else. This is the fixity of the buddhi, that he considered that that is the only thing in life to be known. So he is not interested, he cannot be dissuaded by giving anything in life. And Yamaraja tries his best. Finally, he initially offered him the emperorship of a great kingdom of the whole world, etc., and a life which is as many years as he would like to live, and with an able body he can enjoy. All these things he gave. But Nachiketa refused everything. Then finally he started bringing things which are not available in the world. Some chariots, damsels, dancers, singers, musicians from the heaven, saying that anybody on earth has not got it. Nachiketa, you have them, you enjoy them and live your life, but don't ask me this question, that what happens when the body falls.